Dan Abrams is joining us, our GMA legal analyst, as well. We've got Yunji Denise, who was inside the courtroom, and Terry Moran, who was outside the courtroom. And Dan, I would like to start with you because it was interesting. Casey Anthony's lawyers tried to argue for just a misdemeanor conviction, one misdemeanor conviction.
Right. They effectively said that this was double jeopardy by charging her 4 times for lying to the authorities.
For one long session in which she lied.
Right. But the judge in the end ruled that, in effect, she had developed the intent separately to lie 4 times, and that these were 4 distinct and separate lies, and as a result, 4 distinct and separate crimes.
And in his remarks, he made it clear the state of Florida spent 4 months looking for this toddler and expended enormous resources. He was rather stern, I thought.
I mean, let's be clear. This is the most he can possibly do. Most often when these kinds of cases happen, you don't see 4 one-year sentences to be served consecutively. So Ashley's absolutely right that the judge has thrown the book here at Casey Anthony for the particular crimes that she was convicted of.
And Terry, let me bring you in on this as well, because you cover the courts for us. As Elizabeth said, the judge was very stern and clearly trying to send Casey a message.
No question about it, George. This is a judge with a law enforcement background. His father was actually the first African-American police officer on the Orlando police force. He's been a prosecutor. And there is a sense that this community was traumatized by the crime, united in urgent concern for the search for Kaylee when they thought she was missing, fixated on the trial, the focus of international attention, and then re-traumatized by a verdict that no one expected. There's a sense that he did want to have some justice done on these counts, that there was a punitive aspect
and
to
also
this.
maybe a bit of a cooling off period as well, to let all of the energy outside that courtroom die down over the next several weeks.
Yes, that will happen. The energy is already dissipating rapidly. That's the nature of the American system. You know, there are protesters outside the courthouse today, a few dozen. They are passionate. They are convicted. Some pro-Casey Anthony protesters, one holding a sign, "Will you marry me, Casey?"
And we should also add, though, while things are dying down somewhat, this judge was also warning the television stations to stop covering his comings and goings because there is a concern for him, and the Anthonys have had 16 death threats already.